Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Mel Khalid alias Captain Soil. I live in Casablanca in Morocco. I am a volunteer with Isha Yoga Center in India to support the Safe Soil movement. Because some scientists are saying that today desertification is growing in the world at an alarming speed. Every 5 seconds, the surface area of a soccer pitch on agricultural land becomes sand. At this pace, we only have 40 to 50 years left of agricultural soil, then there will be a global food crisis. To mitigate this issue, Sadhguru launched the Safe Soil movement and made policies that need to be signed and adopted by all countries of the world. These policies call for a minimum of 3 to 6% of organic matter in the soil to ensure people's good health. I do challenges to support this movement and raise people's awareness about this topic. I've started recently a new challenge which consists of running every day at 6 a.m. for at least 40 minutes for 1 year, for 365 days. And today is the 3rd day. So, are you ready, guys? Let's go, save soil, let's make it happen. It's very important to take care of ourselves, of our health. It's very important to have a healthy mind in the healthy body. So if you don't exercise, I encourage you to do so, to start something, to start practicing something that you like, and start slowly. If you are not in shape, if you are not in a good condition physically, just start by walking. Make it a habit. Do some few walks during the week, 3 times a week, 2 times a week. It depends on your level, and you can increase the time of your training over the time. But just don't sit there, because what you don't use, you lose. And don't lose your strength, your body. Know that the human body is amazing. This is actually the most sophisticated machine on the planet. It's the human body, the human mind. And the human mind is the most powerful weapon on earth. So, everything about you is amazing. And it doesn't matter on which level you are right now. If you are a beginner in training, if you are in a bad condition physically, you can enhance your strength, you can enhance your stamina, you can enhance your endurance over the time with the practice. Because human beings are the peak of evolution on this planet. And as the peak of evolution on this planet, the capacity or the capacities of the body are unimaginable. So, if you see somebody, the secret here is not to compare yourself with others, because if you compare yourself with others, it's not the good way to approach life. You will feel disappointments, etc. You will be discouraged. The secret to all progress and the secret to all champions that you see, they all have a secret. And their secret is that they only compare themselves to themselves. The only person that you need to compare yourself to today is the person you were yesterday. yesterday you walked 2 minutes, today try to walk 3 minutes, and tomorrow try to walk 4 minutes, and so on. Or if you walked, for example, for 1 week, you train 2 times a week, you do 2 times a walk, for example, of 10 minutes. Try to increase, instead of training 2 times a week, try to train 3 times a week. Start at your level, compare yourself with yourself, and with time you will make progress, you will gain momentum. And to me personally, I don't believe that there are successful people and unsuccessful people. I mean failure people. There is no such thing for me. What I see is that there are trained people and there are untrained people, lazy people. So if you train enough, you can get good results, amazing results in any field. It's better to use what you already have as points of power, points of strength. It's better to train them rather than to go to your points of weakness. Because if you train your points of weakness, you will never attain the excellence. But if you train your points of power, you will attain excellence. A healthy mind must be in a healthy body. You have to do your best, because you don't have the conditions to have a healthy body and healthy mind, as it should be, because this matrix is a negative programming. We have been programmed, and because of the programming, the negativity in our minds, it's not healthy 100%. And because of soil depletion, the soil extinction, this movement, Save Soil, is all about increasing the organic matter, the biomass insects living in the soil. It's about increasing their numbers, because these insects, they are the food for the plants, the trees. They give the plants and the trees, they give them food. And so, they are the source of vitamins and nutrients. Now, because of this soil depletion, because during the last 30 years, 80% of the biomass insects living in the soil has gone. It's a huge number. It is called soil extinction, because it is the extinction of these biomass insects, the insects living in the soil, and microorganisms. In 1 spoon of topsoil, there are more microorganisms than humans on the planet. Approximately 27,000 species of life forms are gone every year. These are huge numbers. It's a genocide against nature. this soil depletion has as consequence depletion of the human health. So now we are seeking to restore the soil with the movement Save Soil. We want to bring back these life forms, these biomass insects living in the soil, to live again and to proliferate again, to increase their numbers, because they have been reduced severely lately, and they are the source of vitamins and nutrients present in our food. And now there is no wonder why our kids they fall sick very often, because their immune system is very weak. They're weaker than us, and we are weaker than our previous generation. This weakness of people is because of the weakness of the soil. Because if you study some laws of the universe, you will find that there are laws in this universe, such as the law of vibration and the law of attraction. You attract to yourself what you are, not what you want. You attract what you are vibrating at, what is your frequency, and the food that you eat controls your frequency. So this soil depletion controls what we are attracting towards ourselves. The poorer the soil, the lower the frequency. The lower the frequency, the more misery we are attracting, because this universe is divided in two sides, one positive side and one negative side. With the positive side, we have prosperity, joy, peace, you name it, everything positive. And in the negative side, we have misery, sadness, shame, guilt, fear, etc. All things negative. So now we are living in a negative matrix, and we have been conditioned and programmed here in our minds to have negative thoughts, because there are some negative folks, some powerful, rich, a bunch of people on this planet that have decided to control the masses. Anyway, let them do their thing. They can control only the unconscious persons, people. If you are conscious, you will realize that you have been controlled, that your imagination, your mindset has been hijacked by informations, by ideas, by dreams that you don't need. They are not yours. They have been input into you. And once you realize this, you need to start working on your reprogramming from scratch, to begin to program your mind, so that you end up having this healthy mind in the healthy body. This looks like a war, and it is a war. It's a war against humanity, a war against consciousness, against health, against positivity. It's a war against you, my friend. You were born in a war zone, in a battlefield between positivity and negativity, between good and evil. And now we are reaping what they have sown in our minds since childhood. We have ideas, we have limiting beliefs, because as Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attraction. And what's the life's coming attraction? It's the future. So this is all about control. This negative matrix has a purpose, a goal, which is to control the masses by controlling their food, depleting the soil, reducing the human capacities reducing the immune system, reducing everything, and the mind, reducing the capabilities of the mind. If you go to people and say, the normal people, you know, someone working at the office, you go to them and you say to them, hey, do you know that you can run 10 kilometers every day? They would say, no way, it's impossible. This is a limiting belief. Our ancestors, some of them used to run more than 10 miles a day because of survival needs. So the possibility and impossibility are just in the mind. You can see some folks on the internet, some masters of the martial arts or a discipline, what they can do. These things will seem impossible to us, but they're doing it. And the most important thing is to believe that you can do it. Once you believe that you can do it, then you need to start training for it. As I said, there is no such thing as a successful person and a failure person. There is a trained person and an untrained person. If you train every day, day in and day out, for running, for example, for swimming, for anything that you like, over the time you will get better at it. Because of this power of training every day, you gain momentum, you gain strength. This activity becomes easier and easier for the body to do. But if you try to do it just in one day, at one moment, it won't happen, it will seem impossible. The limit is only in the mind. This doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. If you watch the movie, an inspiring movie called Soul Surfer, I think, Soul Surfer. It's inspired from a true story. A surfer girl, teenager, she likes surfing, and a shark attacked her, and he ate her arm. So she lost her arm by a shark attack, and it was hard for her. She was doing her thing, her surfing. She wanted to become a professional surfer, but with this incident, she got discouraged. She tried to do the competition again, but failed. And with this failure, she became upset, sad, in depression. But life is strong, my friend. Life will always find a way to come back. And she bounced back from this incident and came back to the competition stronger than ever. If you need some inspiration, you need to watch this movie. You need to know that there are hidden societies such as Freemason, Illuminati, Yale, etc. Freemason controls the cinema, the movies. They send messages to us to reprogram our subconscious mind, to prepare us for what's to come. And I am suggesting to you these movies, the movie like Soul Surfer and The Peaceful Warrior. These movies are inspiring movies. They're not filled with this negativity of the Freemason. Because what is the most dangerous criminal? It's the one who mixes the truth and the lie. If someone only tells the lie, you will spot them easily. But those who are hard to spot, are those who are mixing the truth and the lie. So you don't know. Most of the time they're telling the truth. They are wolves in sheep clothing. You must be careful. Not everyone wants your good. And in this movie, The Soul Surfer, this girl, she had a supportive family. Luckily for her, she was a believer. She is a believer in God. She is still alive. Her name is Bethany something. I forgot her name. She is such an inspiration. She lives in Hawaii, USA. Anyway, the other movie, The Peaceful Warrior, Dan Millman is still alive also. These are competitors, professional trainers, athletes, you know. So her dad, when she realizes that she needs to come out of the depression and to come back to the competition, all that she needs is to retry again, to train harder and to adapt with her new life, because she's a new person. If you have two arms, you have a life. If you have one arm, your whole life transforms. You are transformed. She has been transformed, and she has adapted her new training of her new body. And she came to her father and said to him that she wants to come back to the competition. He said to her, it won't be easy. She said, I don't need easy, I just need possible. So this is to tell you that there is a big difference between possible and the execution, the achievement of what is possible. If you see Olympian champions such as Michael Phelps, the American swimmer, professional swimmer, he has achieved great things. He has won medals, golden medals in the Olympics, more than any other athlete. But if you look deeply in his life, you will find that it's due to his training. And he was training his PowerPoints, years and years of training. If you see me now running 40 minutes, it's because I've been training, my friends. At my beginnings, I couldn't run, not even 5 minutes. But with the training, it becomes possible. And anything is possible when you train, when you put your mind and heart into it. You can do this, what life throws at you. Don't surrender to it. Don't allow life to break you. Don't allow these things. Don't stay in the ground. Life breaks everybody. Life is hard for everybody. You can do these things. Don't give up on your dreams. As they say, fall down 7, stand up 8. As Sylvester Stallone in the movie Rocky Balboa said about life, it's not about how hard you can hit It's about how hard you can be hit and keep moving forward. So keep moving forward. Never give up. And know that the secret to happiness in life is not wishing the things that you don't have. It's about appreciating the things that you already have. Start being grateful for what life has already given you and start using them. Use it, train it, and change your paradigm. We have been programmed since childhood to have a negative paradigm, which has the power of a magnetic power. We are under hypnosis of this paradigm, and we need to change it. We have a negative paradigm, and we need to change it to a positive paradigm, because there are secrets in this life, and one of these secrets is that knowledge is power. And we have hidden societies and members of hidden societies in higher positions because they want power to remain among their families and groups. It is said that only 100 families are controlling the whole world. 100 families controlling all the other families, millions of families. Now, you need to seek the knowledge and to apply the knowledge. As the American coach of personal development, Jim Rohn, said, applied knowledge is true power. You need to apply these new knowledges that you have gathered. It's not the knowledge of the matrix, the programming. You will not find it in the news, the stream media, the negativity. They're only showing us negativity. We're not in a war zone, but we're being showing wars and injured people, blood, explosion, bombs. Why all these things? This is just negativity, my friends. It's because they have secrets. Here is the secret. Prepare yourself to hear the secret. As Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, he said that our thoughts are things. Our thoughts are things, my friend. A thought is not something which is not invisible or inexistent. Yes, it's invisible, but it does exist, truly exists. It's a thought, and this thought is energy. And this thought, this is why I say to you that your mind is the most powerful weapon on this planet. It's because your thoughts can change the matter. Yes, you've heard it. This is the secret. The greatest secret is that your thoughts can change the matter, the reality. It can change the reality. A thought is a group of nuclear things, atoms. I don't know what it is exactly, but this whole universe is an ocean of energy, and these thoughts can start manifesting and attracting the things that look like them, which means that it's all about the belief. If somebody believes that by believes in something negative, they can create a disease. Why we have diseases? It's because we have been programmed to believe in them. If we were in a whole society where there is no disease, nobody will be ill, nobody will be sick, because they don't know it, they don't believe in it. This is why you see some people like Wim Hof. He was injected by viruses and microbes which cause diseases to normal people, but he didn't fall sick because he doesn't believe in it. So our mind creates the reality in which we live in. We are manifestors, we are co-creators, we are powerful. The best way to control you and your future is by controlling your mind, your beliefs, what you think it's possible and what you think is not possible. This is what they did exactly to us. They have controlled our minds. And now, why this controlling? Because you have to understand that we're living in a negative world, and the first three economics and the industries in the world are armaments, weaponry, alcohol and cigarettes, and big pharma, drugs, medicines. So when you have business, you need a market. Where is the market? You are the market. We are the markets, we are the masters. We're just markets. We're just slaves in this modern slavery. So we are making this bunch of few families richer and richer by being their market and their slaves. We're working for them and buying their things. So they have sown in our minds limiting beliefs, and they have controlled our emotions so that we stay in these lower vibrations. This sounds like the devil. This smells like a devil is in the air, is on the air, is around. Yes, the devil is around. The enemy of life, the enemy of humans is the devil. And the devil or God, they can reach to people according to your vibration. The devil has no control over me because I am not allowing his inspirations to affect me. The devil will speak to you through thoughts and inspirations. You will listen carefully. If you are in a lower vibration state, if you are in a higher vibration state, you will hear thoughts and inspiration from other beings, such as God and angels. If you are in a lower vibration of state, you will hear from the devil and demons and negative beings in this vast universe. This is why I would give you the best advice you can hear in your whole life. Start working to raise your vibrations. Do it. Do it to change your life for the better. Because the devil, he only wants people to suffer. Now we are so in suffering because we have been programmed. As the American coach of personal development, John Canary, said, there is a season to sow and there is a season to reap. Now we are reaping what they have sown in our minds since childhood, which is misery, self-hatred, hatred towards others, hatred towards nature, because animals source everything and everybody. Misery, mindset of lack, scarcity mindset. Yes. Now, know that this bunch of secret societies, they have no power over you if you are conscious. If you are choosing consciously, they have no power. But if you are unconscious, they have power, because once you are unconscious, you will use their program. There is something called the paradigm. This paradigm is a multitude of beliefs, a group of beliefs, and they have the power to hypnosis us, this paradigm, and to control us when we are unconscious, and when we are unconscious, when we are tired. So this 9-to-5 job is part of the show also, to make people tired during the whole day, and when you return back at night, you are tired. The robot takes the control, the paradigm takes the control, because you have two superpowers: the power of speech and the power of choice. Now, if you are unconscious, you will use these two superpowers to work for the matrix by speaking their truths, their goals, their dreams, by doing their choices. But if you are conscious, you will start speaking for what really matters to you, and you will start to choose what you really want, not what they want. And to be conscious, you need something called energy. This whole universe is energy. And you, where is your energy? Have you ever wondered why porn websites are free on the internet, and why a business program is not free? Well, I'll tell you why. Because porn websites are there to destroy your life. They're there to entertain you, and so that you lose your energy. Not any energy, the sexual energy, the semen, the sexual energy for men or women, especially men. For the body to produce a sexual energy, it costs a lot of energy. For the body to create a sexual cell, it costs a lot of energy. It's the most costing in terms of energy, more than the brains, the cells, the brain cells, the neurons, more than the heart, the vital organs. Yes, the sexual energy costs a lot of, the sexual cells costs a lot of energy to the body. Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, talks about the transmutation of this sexual energy. If you keep it where it is in your body, inside of your body, instead of wasting energy to reproduce them, to recreate them, it will use this energy to heal you, to recover, to become strong. You will start heal parts of your body and take care of your skin and hair, and to regenerate the damaged cells in the body. So it's a win-win. Besides, there is something powerful in these cells, in the sexual cells. If you are a man, you need to consider practicing semen retention. These cells, have the power to create a human being. They are so powerful. And if you don't use it to create a human being, they have also this creation power in them doesn't go. These cells will inspire you. They will go to your head. There are some techniques of meditation with which monks push this sexual energy, these sperms and cells and this semen to go travel through the spine, to go up and to hit the pineal gland, the third eye. So you have the perception, you have the power, you are focused, you are laser focused on your goals, and you have power to endure what life throws at you. To break free from this matrix, you need everything. You need every drop of energy. Otherwise, I'm sorry, it's almost impossible to make it. I'm sorry, but you need every drop. It's hard to change your life. It's not an easy thing. It's hard to reprogram your subconscious mind because you are in a bucket of negativity. You will not have to face only one person, one problem. You will have to face a whole world of negativity because what you are trying to create is positive for you. So it's like you are in a bucket with crabs in the bucket. They will jump at you, they will put you down. This is why you need strength, physical strength, mental strength. You need energy. You need to keep your sexual energy. You need to fight back. You need to use everything that you have in order to succeed, to keep pushing forward, because nobody will come at you and say, hey, wow, you are amazing. Look what you're doing. You're running for safe soil. Way, bravo, Khalid. Nobody will come and say this. The only person who will say this is you. You need to be your father. As I said, you need to start from scratch by re-educating yourself from scratch, congratulating yourself, encouraging yourself, speaking to yourself up higher, praising yourself, praising God, because all the glory goes to God. These things don't break you because of Him. You only see a small part of the attacks. The biggest part that has the power to destroy you, you don't see it. It's because of Him, not because of you. These are lessons in life, and these lessons cannot be transmitted by words. You have to live them, to experience them, to know. I'm just trying to give advice, that's all. And you will take only what resonates with you. Use everything, use your energy. Don't waste it. Don't waste it, especially not on these free websites who are there to destroy you. They're damaging your brain. They're activating your 3 lower chakras, the animal chakras, instead of nurturing the higher chakras of the humanity. Because right now we have food to feed the whole population of the world, and still we have the transportation, the technology, everything, the tools, the telecommunication, the people. We have everything, but still millions of people die by starvation every year. It's not because we don't have food. It's not because lack of transportation. It's not because lack of technology, it's because of lack of empathy. It's because of lack of empathy in people's hearts, especially those who have the power to decide. And we all have the power to decide. If you want a change to begin in the world, the first place to begin with is ourselves. Why there are corruption and lies and hatred? It's because we have these things inside of us. Instead of wanting to change the world, we need to start to change in ourselves. This is the only way we can change the world, by changing who we are and ourselves. Anyway, I thank you guys so much for your attention. I thank you for being here, for the follow, for the subscription. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you have learned something and you have been inspired to take some new actions, because if you want something that you've never had before, you need to do something that you've never done before. So, I thank you guys and I love you. This is Captain Soil speaking. Save soil, let's make it happen. And I'll see you tomorrow. Salute.